Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Anditash Ordo, and today I'm doing a video on Nightsisters. They finally released Mother Talzin and released the Nightsister kit. I'm excited about this to an extent. Some of them improved, some of them didn't, but, let's go ahead and go over Mother Talzin. So, Mother Talzin acts kind of similar to Emperor Palpatine. Super insane and interesting. So, we'll go ahead and start. So yeah, there's Mother Talzin. Of course, it doesn't say how we're going to unlock her. I still hope it's a legendary event. If it's not, that's fine too, but she seems like she is a legendary event character. Put it that way. So we're going to start off with Ichor Lightning. Dispels or deal special damage to any enemy. If they were plagued, inflict plague for 3 turns. Deal special damage to all plagued enemies, which can't be countered. That's pretty good. And the plague ability, which is a new ability that can't be unlocked. Oh man, that's insane right there. Unit loses 5% health when inflicted, and at the start of each of their turns is immune to all dispels, and loses all stacks of plague when healed to full. So if someone actually uses like Luminar as a healing ability, boom, back to full health. So now the question is, will this character actually make, the arena viable? I personally say I hope so. So Dark Magic. This is her ability. Come on, load. Sorry, it's been loaded. It just, sometimes doesn't work right. No. Dang it. Okay, there we go. So this is this big ability. If you've seen it in the Clone Wars, she uses it to nuke tons of droids before she decides to go search for Dooku. So yeah, it deals special damage to all enemies, inflict plague for 3 turns. This attack ignores protection. The one thing I'm kind of disappointed with this is she's in a shield. How is someone going to really counterattack that? I really think that she should have can't be countered on this. It would make her plague ability super insane. But then again, there are the fact that you will have old Daka with you, and old Daka is going to throw up stuns left and right. So, yeah, like I said, it really depends on what happens. So, yeah, this is Mother Talzin. So we're going to go to the next one, Spirit Blade. Deals special damage to target enemy and call all Nightsister allies to assist. If any enemies are defeated, all Nightsister allies are revived and recover 100% health. So if for any reason it's down to Mother Talzin and you just wipe out a character with his ability, all Nightsisters are going to be revived. Well, unless they're defeated, like with Nihilus's Annihilate, Boba Fett's Execute, and Death Troopers Terminate. But besides that, yeah, you're going to be sitting there getting all your Nightsisters back, and you can start back over again. So now is the leadership ability. Nightsister allies have 50% potency and 30 speed. So she gives speed just like Nightsister, or just like Ventress does. So that's kind of cool. Whenever a Nightsister ally uses a special ability, they inflict plague on the selected target for 3 turns, which can't be evaded. So it's a special ability. Even if old Daka decides to heal and revive, they're going to be throwing that plague around a lot. When an enemy resists a determinal effect, Nightsister allies gain 5% turn meter. When it's Zeta, when a Nightsister ally uses a basic attack during their turn, a random defeated Nightsister ally is revived with 50% health and called to assist. Then the revived ally is immediately defeated unless the enemy was defeated. The revived ally can't be revived by this effect again until the end of the next turn. Wow. That is interesting. That is an interesting effect. So if they've died, you got to make sure they come back and actually do something. But the nice thing is old Daka can follow up, revive them, and they'll be set. So that's what's good. Plague Bearer. At the start of each enemy turn, if they are plagued and Talzin is active, they inflict plague on another random enemy, which can't be evaded. And then the Zeta is, when a unit falls below half health, when any unit, Talzin gains 35% turn meter. So if an ally unit or an enemy unit goes down below 50% turn meter, Talzin's getting that effect. Or she's going to get turn meter. So this is really interesting. So she's going to definitely be useful on heroic tank. You're going to be inflicting a lot of... Because the tank raid does not, like they don't really heal themselves to max health. And obviously the main enemy is going to not heal because they don't have heal over time. So, yeah. Is crucial to a top-tier competitive Nightsister squad. She's the only source of plague, a new debuff unique to Nightsisters that serves as their primary source of damage in the first half of the fight. So yeah, it's nice. Just I really don't see I really see this one backfiring with Commander Luke-led teams or anyone, has Retribution under Kenobi. I really think this ability, Dark Magic, can't be countered. Like, I know this one here, her basic can't be countered, which is good. So, yeah, that's something. So now let's go ahead and look over at the Nightsister kit rework. And, a couple of them are excited about, a couple of them are meh about. And I do hope that they decide to, say by the middle or end of next week, they decide to go, okay, we're also going to, bring out these three characters, Luth, Nalith, and I think it was Nalith and Karis. These three Nightsisters I've done in multiple previous videos. They could be very handy in a Nightsister team if they added, 3 more characters. So be adding 4 characters for Nightsisters. Nightsisters are going to be, can be potentially really good as long as we get some better characters other than the Initiate and the Acolyte. We need Karis, we need Nalith, and we need, what's her name? Nalith, Karis, and I'm totally going blank now. Wow. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to this one. Changes are Ichor green. What? I think they mistyped that or something. Changes are... So yeah, in the changes, they've done the green. And honestly, as a layout, I will say this is a really good thing to do for future character rework. So we kind of see, what it was to what it becomes. And I hope that's what they do in the future for these reworked kits in the game. So this is a defensive Nightsister healer that heals, stuns, and revives. So this is a good one. So it deals physical damage to target enemy with 75%, up from 60, to stun them from 1 turn. Another thing they added is they do still do the 55% chance to stun a random enemy, but they also do physical damage to it. Now, this is an ability I will admit should be it should be an ability that can't be countered, because you're going to have 2 characters counterattack Old Daka. Even though she's defensive, she's going to take a big beating, I will admit. So, and obviously we'll see how really they do in Arena and all, because I know Mobile Gamer and Arnold T, once they get the kits are released, they will get to play around with them at max gear and go, okay, now we know what they're like. So... Chant of Resurrection. This one's, been improved really well. So they revive a random defeated Nightsister ally at 1% health, and a 35% chance, doubled on Nightsisters, to revive other defeated Nightsister allies. Other defeated allies at 1 health. All allies recover health equal to 50, up from 30, of Old Daka's max health. And honestly, I really think, you definitely want to use, maybe defense and health mods with Old Daka to make her, beefed up and, a very defensive healer. And that's good. That's good. And also the fact is, this is, I think, the first character that actually heals at 50% health. Again, I did mention in one of the recent, my predictions on Nightsister allies, or Nightsister rework, is that Ewok Elder got a buff. And Ewok Elder's buff, this heal ability went from, I think, 25 to 30 or 35, something like that. I don't have it up right now, but, and that was actually great. That was, great that they increased the healing ability. Except his healing was based on the allies' health. So if Baze healed, Baze healed by his health, and, so on and so on. So, but for the most part, Chant of Resurrection is really a good ability. I still kind of wish it was down, to 3, but, it's still a great ability for reviving. So, yep. Sorry about that. So yeah, that is a great ability right there. Now, Nightsister Elder, I knew this was going to get reworked, but I didn't know how crazy it was going to become. And unfortunately, I still wish this one could be better because she's more of a defensive healer, so she can potentially add defense up, considerably. So, okay, hold on. I'm going to pause for a second. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, Nightsister allies gain 50% up from 10% health and 50% up from 40% defense. So this is good. Actually, it was up from 40 defense, not 40%. Unless it was acting like a percentage just said 40. I still think this could have 2 more stat abilities, like 50% critical immunity, or not, critical avoidance. Having 50% critical avoidance as a leadership may make, a Nightsister team more survivable, but in the end, obviously, Asajj Ventress and Mother Talzin are going to be the true leaders of Nightsisters. But still, having, old Daka giving a defensive setup would be great. I could see it being better, like adding critical avoidance up 50% and maybe protection up 50%. That would make a really defensive, Nightsister team if they get like a tank added in, or like, one of the 3 characters I mentioned there that when I mentioned, when I started talking about the reworks, adding 3 more characters of Nightsisters, Karis, Nalith, or the other one I said it earlier in the video, I just forgot her name, but it's going blank on me. So, but yeah, that one is really good. So, and now we're going to go talk about the Serve Again, which was reworked totally. So whenever another ally is defeated, Daka has a 50% turn meter and gains 50% turn meter and a cooldown, and the cooldown of Chant of Resurrection is reduced by 1. So that's good. Whenever another ally is revived while old Daka is active, the revived ally gains 20% turn meter. It gains offense up and defense up for 2 turns. So yeah, this one is like, they changed it because I kind of liked it when you kill someone, you actually get a chance to revive them. I kind of wished, they just changed that a little bit. But they did it to where, but then again, if you look at the whole Nightsister rework, like you got, I think Ventress does it, you got Mother Talzin that does it, and then you got now old Daka that does it. It's insane of how much revives and heals this team has. This team is going to be kept pretty healthy as long as you keep them, dispelled from healing immunity and shock. You'll be good. So, anyways, ally gains 20% turn meter and gains offense defense up for 2 turns. I still think that could have been better, especially under the Zeta, adding speed up as well and gaining like 30% turn meter, but I can't, I didn't choose that. But other than that, still not too bad though. And then the Zeta, old Daka gains 10% max health stacking until the end of the battle. Whoa, that's insane. So probably by the end of the battle, she would have gained like 60-70% of max health of what she already started off with. That is insane. So she's going to be healing. She's going to be healing for a ton of health. She's going to basically get to the point where she's healing everyone to full health and then giving herself like 50% of health. That part is insane. So, the Zeta part is really good. I just think Serve Again could be a little better, but Nightsister Elder and Serve Again could be a little better. So now we're going to go talk about Ventress. So dispel all buffs on and all enemies. And Nightsister allies recover 40% health. So that's not too bad. It used to be herself, but I think I heard that it used to be everyone in the past. Then they took it down to herself, but now they brought it back as Nightsister allies. For each buff dispelled, that enemy has a 50% chance to lose 20%, up from 10% turn meter, and Nightsister allies recover 10%, up from 9% health. This attack can't be evaded or resisted, so yeah, this dispelling effect is really good under a Nightsister lead. So right now we're seeing 3 good Nightsisters right off the bat you want on the team. Mother Talzin, Old Daka, and Asajj Ventress right off the bat. Okay, Endless Wrath. Now this one, it could have been better, and I was watching Arnold T's video, and I agree with them. Says deal special damage to all enemies and inflict defense down for 2 turns. Refresh all cooldowns on a finishing blow. I think I agree with him that this should be the, Darth Maul for Nightsisters in a sense, and it should say days instead of defense down. That would change the meta quite a bit, especially if you get Ventress going first with all the speed boost between either her leadership or Mother Talzin's leadership. She's going to sit there and AoE and, just not be able to counter. That she should have days. I really think that she should have days. That would make her a lot more useful in the arena for a Nightsister team, especially since you can make her really fast to where she can just AoE and then do a lot of damage to the team. Probably not a lot of damage, but you're giving the days, or throwing the days up, which is going to help, especially against Commander Luke Skywalker teams. It's really needed. Of course, honestly, I think they don't want to, go too much into, everyone having days and then they're really making counterattack teams, really viable. But I still think at least, giving a chance like HK's Meatbag Mayhem, where they have a chance to days, would be nice. So the Nightsister leadership, Swiftness, the only thing changed is the speed went up from 28 to 30, which is great. That's, that would have been a normal change. I would have predicted that. And the offense, they added 30% offense, which is good, giving the team more damage output. And then unique rampage, whenever an enemy is defeated, Asajj gains 35% health, or down from 50% turn meter, and gains 15% offense, crit chance, and 5% max health, stacking until the end of the encounter. Whew, that one's good, so it makes her really good. And then Asajj Ventress has 15 speed for each enemy with no debuffs. That's good. So if you do got some annoying auto taunters like Baze and Shore Trooper out, and then they're the only 2, she'll still be really fast, especially if the other ones don't have buffs. So, and then the Zeta, from Zeta upgrade, plus 75% turn meter gain chance, 5% offense, crit chance whenever... Oh, okay, I think I just read the whole thing. Asajj Ventress gains 5% max health until end of turn of the encounter. So yeah, that's not too bad. We're going to go to Thalia. Thalia is the aggressive healer that sacrifices health so allies can recover health and turn meter. This one's really changed a bit. Deal 50% damage if still damage, dealing 50% damage if Thalia is below 50% health or full health. Nightsister allies recover health equal to the damage dealt. That's good. So now you're doing a Barris basic, except it's going to actually always affect Nightsisters. Water of Life, dispel all buffs on all Nightsister allies. Thalia consumes 20% of her max health and gains 15% turn meter for each active Nightsister ally. Other allies recover 50% up from 40% max health and 30% turn meter. So, you're going to be speeding them up, even though you're still sacrificing her health. But then again, you're going to gain everyone else's turn meter, so you can use, if you're really hurting, you can use Old Daka's healing ability and, kind of heal that part off. Harrowing Assault, deal special damage to target enemy and inflict buff or damage over time and stagger for 2 turns. If Thalia has full health, consume 10% of her max health to deal damage. Otherwise, she immediately uses Draining Strike. With full health, consume 2% of max health to deal double damage. Okay. So she got a little better. I will say, though, with Water Life, she does dispel Nightsister allies, so you may or may not want her in the team. Of course, she already got a lot of healing effects, especially with, Thalia's basic. So, yeah, you might actually see some interesting things come out of her. These two are kind of meh on the reworks, so stealth attacker with some enemy debuffing and self-healing ability. So this one was, the healer that healed herself. Doesn't do much, but they've kind of improved her a bit. Deals physical damage to target enemy with 70% chance, up from 55 to gain stealth. And if she has stealth, she attacks a second time. So that's always good. It's always good. Sacrifice magics, deals special damage to target enemy on a critical hit. And gain 30% turn meter and dispel all debuffs on a random Nightsister ally. This attack gains 20% critical damage for each active Nightsister ally and each debuffed enemy. On a finishing blow, reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1. So that one changed from on a finishing blow, you cleanse for a turn. This one changed to now the cooldown, which that makes more sense. Then Nightsister Acolyte has 25% up for 15% crit chance, recovers 20% health on each critical hit, while Nightsister Acolyte has stealth. She has 50% offense. So she is better once she has stealth. She's going to be doing a lot more damage. So that one might be at this point in time, that one might be an option in game, but we'll see. And then the last character, I know this is long. I'm hurrying through, but this has been an interesting rework for sure. So Nightsister Initiate. So slice open, deals physical damage to an enemy, and then they added the inflict damage over time for 3 turns. On a critical hit, inflict damage over time for 3 turns. So they'll get to do double damage over time. So it's okay. It's meh. I still think they could have some better characters in there other than Initiate and Acolyte. Cut down, all allies gain critical chance up for 3 turns, then deal physical damage to target enemy. So it does a lot of damage and, gives all allies critical chance up, which is nice. Then deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict buff immunity for 2 turns. They reworded that one because it said something so weird. But yeah, I said it in the video before when I was going over Nightsisters, how they would rework them. And yeah, this was, it was just, I don't know how it was worded. So yeah, it's a lot better. And then she gains a unique. If Nightsister Initiate has full health, she has 100% counter chance. Otherwise, she has 100% offense. And then the Zeta gives 30% counter chance and 50% offense. So she might actually be viable. The only odd one out would be probably the Acolyte. The Acolyte, the team would, consist of Mother Talzin, Old Daka, Thalia, Massage Ventress, and Nightsister Initiate. Especially since, I don't know if you'd want to Zeta her, maybe, but you probably really want to make sure you Zeta Talzin and Massage Ventress and Old Daka before you, would even touch Zetaing Nightsister Initiate's new unique. So, general strategy. They've emerged from the shadows of Dothamir to claim their place on the top-end arena squads and deal serious damage in PvE content. Their synergy with the new Plague debuff and their ability to sustain battles via revive mechanics make them powerful and a fun squad to use strategically during battle. Okay. On the other hand, facing off against Nightsisters is a unique and exciting challenge and feels equally parts satisfying and terrifying. Okay. PvP is crucial to a top-tier competitive Nightsister squad. I think this is mentioned in the other one. So, yeah, honestly, we'll see how they do. PvP, I know Ventress will be doing the dispelling. Will be a dispeller for sure, or a debuffer. As well as you got Thalia for the dispelling. So, we'll see how this team works out when Arnold T and Mobile Gamer, put up their videos going, okay, here's how they work in Galactic Galactic War. And honestly, I know they'll do really well in Galactic War because they're going to keep themselves healed up. They're going to be kind of like a Darth Nihilus team where, you know, you just heal yourself up left, right, up, down, and you just keep going through and through and through. So yeah, that is Nightsisters for now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think they'll be really good in Arena? Will they just, fall down on the wayside? I can see Mother Talzin at least making her way into Arena somehow. But for the most part, yeah, other than Mother Talzin, maybe old Daka, I don't see much of the other Nightsister. Well, and Ventress. Those would be the new 3 that would be in Arena. Again, I still wish Mother Talzin becomes a legendary character event where you need droids. At worst case, at least dark side droids to unlock her. Because at least I know I'll get her to 5 or 6 stars with the dark side droids I have. But yeah, that is, where we stand with Nightsisters at this time. Will they add more by the end of the month? I kind of hope so, because I still think Nightsisters still needs a slight better buff with Karis, Nalith, and man, I don't know why I'm going blank on the other Nightsister name. Goodness. I don't know what happened. I had it right off. It was the first one I said, I thought. So, but yeah, again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And you guys have a wonderful day.